So there are some people that I've seen who are really skilled at buying and selling stuff short term. It is really bloody hard. I hardly know anybody at all of the world's most famous hedge fund managers who use that strategy really made wealth. There are some. The real wealth is made by spotting something that is got a long-term secular trend ahead of it and investing in that, and then not doing anything but just keep investing in that one theme. So in this case, let's say it's Bitcoin and Ethereum. We've talked about the role they both will play. So in 10 years' time, the probability of these being a magnitude higher in price is huge. So what you want to do then is it changes your mindset. You say, well, every time it sells off like it did, over the last year, it's been down 50%. Well, I should be buying it because my expected future return has just gone up. Because let's say something's at 100 and you expect it to go to 500. So that goes up 5 times. If it's fallen to 50 and it's going to go to 500, it's now going to go up 10 times. You make double the amount of money. So you should be really happy to see these sell-offs over time because it means you can buy more cheap stuff and gives you a higher return for the future. And that's why dollar cost averaging takes the stress of trading away and just says every month or every week or every quarter, I'm going to stick some money in and I don't care where the price is and I might rush my buys if I think it's really fallen or add a bit extra because it's a good opportunity. But you just look at the long-term trend, and the way to look at these things, because if you look at the long-term trend on any normal chart, you go to TradingView or something, they all look like this. So it's not easy to look at. Use what's called a logarithmic trend, where it changes the scale, and then you can see these beautiful long trends emerge. And Bitcoin fit perfectly. Amazon was the same. Google was the same. They're all the same. You just find this, and then when it starts getting down to the bottom of that trend, it's a really interesting place, unless something has fundamentally changed and that particular token is not as robust, or it may be failing because of the community or the utility that it's offering. But with ETH and Bitcoin, it's pretty straightforward. And then it takes all the stress away, because what you're saying is, I don't want to access my money for 10 years. As opposed to, well, I'm going to buy and sell this, and I'm going to buy a watch, and I'm going to buy a holiday with this, and before you know it, you take too much risk because you can't afford your holiday, and then you have another bet, and then you've lost money, and it's a bloody shit show. What you should do is say, listen, I want to be able to afford a great house in 10 years' time. So my route to this is by investing in these cryptocurrencies, and I'll just do it over time, and I won't even look at how much my money goes up and down. And that's what I do. I just don't look at my P&L, my profit and loss. I just think, can I put more money in? And because I'm just thinking it's a long-term trade. It doesn't matter. It's like, we don't look at our house price every day. And like, has it gone up? Has it gone down? What do my neighbors sell for? It's like, that's stupid, because you're in their house for 5 years, 10 years. And so you think, okay, well, over time, hopefully it does okay.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that's really sound advice, because one of my favorite things to do is on either swing, like if it's extreme, is to go on Twitter, because the memes and the tweets are just incredible. Like, people are losing their minds one way or another.
I mean, when Bitcoin was really going up, everyone was putting these laser eyes and counting every 1,000 in price. I'm like, please don't do this, because when this happens, bad things happen. I always say, when you think your shit smells of roses, you're going to get your face rubbed in it. And that was exactly what happened, right? It collapsed. And the other one is, it's like monkeys throwing poo at each other when the price is down. Everyone hates each other. Everyone hates everything. Everyone's an idiot. It's all going to zero. Can't you see? It's ridiculous. But that's what it's human emotion, right? It's kind of an amazing thing to see it, because it's all over Twitter.
Right. And honestly, it gives me a lot more confidence in this space, because again, it comes down to the community, and the community is extremely invested in it, and very vigil. So I think it's a huge indicator of its success.
Yeah. And you need to step back from being sucked in to the extremes of the community.
Mm-hmm.
So if everyone's really bearish and they all hate each other and they're all picking on each other, and the Bitcoin guys are picking on the ETH guys who are picking on the Solana guy, that it's probably somewhere near the low, because everybody's losing their shit.
Mm-hmm.
And if everybody's like having laser eyes and saying it's going to the moon, you probably want to hold off on your dollar cost averaging for a bit, because people are, over